A poor dog is cruelly locked in a cold iron cage. Its world is reduced to the small and confined space. Endless suffering and misery have become its entire life. This dog has spent a long 4 years in this iron cage. 4 years, which may be just a passage of time for humans, but a lifetime of nightmare for it. From the initial fear and struggle when locked in the cage, to the current numbness and despair. The light has long been lost in its eyes. In these 4 years, it has had no freedom, no warm embrace, and no love from its owner. Its owner is a drunkard who is addicted to alcohol, immersed in the numbness of alcohol every day, either beating or scolding it. When the rescue workers came to its front, they saw an emaciated dog with matted fur. It emanated a foul odor, and its eyes were filled with fear and helplessness. It did not understand what it had done wrong to deserve such cruel treatment. During these long years, its only hope for survival was the occasional feeding from the neighbors. Its fur grew in a disorderly manner, piled up heavily, as if weighing 10 kilograms. When trying to take it away, its eyes were filled with fear and unease. The rescue workers had to pull it forcefully before it moved slightly. It was afraid of the world outside the cage, afraid of being hurt and abandoned again. Ultimately, the rescue workers did not give up and successfully took it away from that nightmare. It was taken to the animal shelter hospital. The professional staff shaved off its heavy coat of fur, hoping to help it start a new life. The matted fur must have been extremely uncomfortable for it. It may not have had a sip of clean water for an entire day. Seeing its cracked lips and desperate eyes, it's impossible not to be moved to tears. It took about an hour to completely shave off the fur. It was well behaved, quietly allowing the rescuers to complete the task. The heavy burden of accumulated dirt on its body could finally be relieved. Upon closer inspection, they found its hind legs were infested with maggots. The merciless maggots had been gnawing on its flesh, severely eroding the muscle. They cleaned it thoroughly and repeatedly disinfected with iodine, to prevent further deterioration. It could finally get a good rest, after who knows how long. The next day, the rescuers carefully disinfected its wounds with iodine. Each touch on the wound made the dog tremble slightly.